You're listening to Anthony on the Virus, Sirius XM.
I think they're running out of violent video games to get upset about because this is a little stupid.
A new video game getting a whole lot of attention, but it's not because of sex or violence. It's because of graffiti. It's called Contents Under Pressure. The game calls for the player to graffiti a city that looks a lot like New York. While the game's creator says there's not a gun in sight, adversaries think it encourages kids to act up.
We'd have to be naive to think that children are going to be satisfied with marring something on a game. It just excites them, and the excitement is going to wear off till they do it for real.
You know, boom, headshot. You know, those are games that end up getting T ratings and sell all across, American mainstream retail. You don't hear any politicians up in arms about that.
The designer points out that the game has an M rating for kids 17 and up.
That guy was so sure that the kids, they'll just get all excited, like they're all worked up about spray painting on a video game. First of all, that game sounds like it fucking stinks.
Yeah, who the hell was
what
that?
kind of
That's the
game?
Mark Echo game, the Echo Clothing. The clothing designer, that's his game.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's
Really? Well, it sounds horrid.
Look,
what the fuck are you gonna graffiti
Anthony,
in a video game?
I agree with the fucking shit. I'm gonna tell you, years ago, I used to run around and just eat dots off the floor while ghosts chased me until I ate one blue one, and I chased those
And you
motherfuckers.
chased them.
And that shit fucked me up for years.
Well, that's how it's done.
Exactly.
Patrice,
Exactly.
you were a big, remember you went through that killing hookers phase?
Yep. You pay them, and
such a
then you beat them
peaceful
over the
guy.
head and steal their money.
Yeah.
First of all, it sounds like a shitty game.
It's just
Secondly, why do people believe that whatever you do in a game, you are destined to then just go out and now do it in real life because you're not satisfied? Any game I've played, and I've played a lot of different types of games. Shooters where you're killing people, shooters where you're killing monsters, society games where you have to build a city and make it work and function it. Like, I don't decide that I'm running for mayor because I did it here in Sim City.
How many times have you fought and actually 10-punch comboed a motherfucker?
Yeah, there you
I've
go.
done it many a time.
Bring on I was going to say Tyson, but that dates me. I could probably beat him now. The guy, I quit. I don't want to fight no
punch
more.
Out.
Yeah. But it's like, why do people feel that just because you enjoy doing something in a game, you're going to do it in real life? You enjoy watching something in a movie. That's a problem.
It's like that sort of cliche mindset that the world is degenerating and everything's automatically getting worse when crime statistics are down. There's less
crime
vandalism.
way
I was
down.
in the 70s, growing up in Queens, New York. In the 70s, this place was a urine-soaked shithole.
It was
There was
horrific.
no video games.
Do you remember any drive? I remember growing up on Long Island, we would drive into New York City, and every mile, the closer you got to the city, the parkways, were just a dumping ground for stolen vehicles.
Yeah.
That is gone now. You see a vehicle on the side of the road, it was some dumb drunk who got pulled over and had to leave his car there. The crime has gone down, but for some reason they want to say that video games and movies and the television shows are making kids more violent. And it's just not. Everything points to the opposite.
I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I play Xbox 360. I'm trying to get this Ghost Recon thing, but I was playing. Remember Call of Duty 2?
Yeah.
If after you play it for a while, when they become so complex, you really do believe that you strategically can survive in a war.
Yeah. You kind of get like
this thing
I
that
can do that.
happened that I go during the game. My strategy as a leader, I go.
You're
okay,
leading men.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I know that the computerized artificial intelligence, they're going to come here, but a lot of them come here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay in the corner, shoot that guy when he comes in, and all the bodies just going to pile up.
Right.
And the way you do it, you believe that you could make it through.
Yeah.
You send this guy over here, and now they have these games where you can control your forces.
Your other guys, yeah.
And it's so real that you might actually
Patrice,
fucking, think
let me
you
tell you
can
something.
live.
You think you're going to lay there as 50 Nazis come running in single file at your machine gun. They never work like that. I play a game called Age of Empires 3. It's a civilization-based game where you got to build up your city, your walls, get walls up, towers, gun emplacements.
What do they call those
because after a while, the shit's gonna hit the fan.
What do they
it's
call those
RPG game.
RPG
Role play,
okay.
or I'm not even sure if that's it.
Role play game, right?
It's it's kind of like you're building up your societies, build an army.
That's fun.
But now you got to have people also that have to farm and do things so you can get resources to build more armies and equipment. Dude, this takes, but you get no, these games sell like crazy and you get so into it. The balance that you have to do. You could be a guy who just decides.
Your society could die if somebody don't grow corn.
Bingo. But you can't. There are guys that could just sit there and go, I'm just going to farm. This is going to be, I'm going to farm. I'm going to mine for gold. I'm going to mine for iron. I'm going to gather up animals and do that and be a peaceful guy. And you know what's going to happen? About half hour into the game, a charge of army comes and wipes you the fuck out.
This represents like how much time? Okay,
Dude,
so
hours.
So you say you're the Ming Dynasty or something?
Yeah, right, exactly.
You're a farmer. You're in charge of.
You got to get hundreds of people
now,
are in this
30 minutes into the game represents what, 100 years?
It could, yeah, it could, or.
If
you have to get to certain points where all of a sudden it'll go, you now qualify to upgrade to the next age. So now you're in like the Iron Age. You go from all your army is these guys with sticks.
Wait a minute. Wait the fuck a second.
Okay.
So let's say you're in 20 AD or some shit.
Okay.
Okay. So say you're living pretty peaceful.
Right.
And say 30 years goes by, no wars.
Uh-huh.
Do you have to assign fucking so that you have children to grow up that become soldiers to defend your fucking territory?
You go to your home base type area and start making people. You make people. And they're assigned as workers. Yeah, they're assigned as workers. Then you have to build things like barracks and archeries for different military
babies
guys.
Don't grow.
No, babies don't grow.
All right.
And then after a while, you got to balance out your economy with your military because you're going to get attacked. Now, what I was getting to is the point is you're playing against the computer. You can figure it out. And I've done that. I've gotten like up there quite a few levels playing against the computer. There are ships. You have a navy that could come in. You build docks around there and guard them with your ships. It's amazing. I've built armies that are stunning, that have wiped out the computer's enemy that comes after me. Then I decide I'm going online, motherfucker. I'm playing other guys. So I go online. I set up and I'm pumping as fast as I can. Now the adrenaline's going. I gotta get this guy farming. I need more wood or I can't build a fucking catapult. I got this guy. This guy got to farm for corn because I gotta feed enough of these soldiers to make them and more guns. This game this scenario will take about 5, 6, 7 hours. Where you're playing straight. There's no pausing.
So is it one of those games where, okay, you think you're ready and you push.
Right.
You push ready and then it just does something and then it'll tell you if you won or lost.
You got to kind of micromanage. Yeah, you got to fight. You got to kind of micromanage. So what you do
get to fight the other army.
Yeah. What I like to do at first is set up some defenses. I'm very defensive at the beginning while I'm trying to get enough gold.
Which
and
represents your Long Island home?
Right. That's my Long Island home. So I'll build the army up. And before I got enough guys, because on the computer, when I'm playing against the computer, I get an army together and send them out in like this mass and just kick ass. Before I got enough army guys, I see elephants coming toward my big city. Elephants coming, these guys with these bazooka type things, cannons, demolishing my buildings.
This is the guy online.
Yeah, this is another guy in Cleveland somewhere that just knows how to do everything. Dude, I got my ass handed to me. So I'm looking at, here's how the game ends. It's an elimination game. So I have like one guy left running around the hillside with my former beautiful city in ruins, with one guy trying to build a house so I could start over again. And he's just chasing me with like the biggest military I've ever seen. And it was done.
What does the screen look like?
He wiped me out. The screen is an overhead view from, it could be from anywhere from ground level. You could use different things like canyons and the sea and rivers as blocks and stuff. But the object is, to build a society that works and a military that works. And when you're playing against the computer, completely different animal than playing against another human. they will kick your ass. No, I don't care how good you are. Get your ass handed to you. But it's a great game. 7 hours, by the way.
What did you lack to get fucked up? What did you
I
think
don't know. That's just it. I don't know. These guys have it down like math.
These niggas raise elephants.
They have it like math in their head. They know what to do, when to do it, exactly to build their society.
Where was the elephant option?
The elephant option comes up like 5 levels in. You go, now you advance to the Iron Age. Now you advance to the, Middle Ages. So I got 3 guys with punji stakes poking at a metal wall. I couldn't upgrade. I didn't have enough corn.
Well, how the fuck?
He got 20 farms running. I don't know how he got it.
The guy who you were at the level where you just
I had a windmill.
You just discovered fire.
I had a windmill. He's got a nuclear reactor.
This nigga just built a wheel.
Right.
And why would you fight him?
I didn't fight him. I was trying to build an army and get my level. He already had his. He came and kicked my ass. I'd have been happy sitting there. Leave me alone.
You didn't get up to elephants. Nigga.
I didn't get up fast enough.
How about
Is
Narnia?
there a way?
What level is Narnia where you get a witch and a fucking talking cheetah?
Yeah, can you implement religion? And
there
things like
are
that?
churches that you build. Not so much in 3. In 2, it was great. You'd have priests that could go out and convert their troops. So if you saw a bunch of their troops fucking with some shit, you'd send your priest over and you'd hear, and all of a sudden, bring, and his troops are now yours. They turn around and start kicking ass on the guys that they were just fighting with.
Yeah.
So religion played a part in it. It is a great game, and I've spent upwards of 7 hours.
A fucking life.
Yeah, you do. I'm gonna go to the phones.
I know the game Anthony's talking about, that civilization game, and he's leaving out the whole thing about the treaties. Like, you'd make friends with a country, and then eventually you'd go fuck with them, and then they say, wait, we have a treaty, and you'd be like, fuck you, and you kill your people around them.
You can make treaties with other countries. When you're playing multiplayer, also you could make treaties with people and then break the treaty. Like, it's like, hey, dude, me and you, we'll get an army together, we'll kick this guy's ass. And it's like, okay. And then after you kick his ass, you're the only 2 left. What, are you going to live in harmony for 1,000 years on your computer?
And that's what
come back tomorrow and go, hey, how's your corn?
That's why you got your ass beat, because the guy made friends with elephant people.
No, I don't want to make friends. You're right. The guy's right. I don't make any allies, nothing on it. Like, you'll see a message will come over. Would you like to make a treaty with France over here? And it's like, no. And then here comes a huge French army. Where did you go? I'm still fucking baking bread.
Anthony's the only one on there with a phone that goes, hello? Yeah, why are you calling me? I don't want to. No, don't call my house, man, please.
Sirius XM, The Virus. You're listening to You're listening to Opie.
Let me jump in. So
On The Virus, Sirius XM.
Yeah, that really didn't help your point. Let's go to Yak. Yak, what's up? One time I spent hours making iron ingots so I could make a belt buckle, and it just took hours.
Hold on, that's not right.
All right,
why don't you go see? Anthony, why don't you go see fucking The Hills Have Eyes with me?
Patrice does tire us out, man. He's got a lot of energy. I love when Patrice comes on. Let's go to Nate in Brooklyn. Nate.
You're listening to Anthony.